What's up?
What up, y'all?
Welcome to the Tug of More.
Good morning.
Good morning?
Maybe.
It's afternoon, actually.
I'm curious, when does everybody listen to the Tug of More? We post it early in the AM.
Yes.
But do they listen in the morning, in the afternoon, or the evening?
It's currently 3 o'clock that we're recording.
Or do you listen to us while you're at work?
Hey, if they do,
you're not going to tug into more.
If their boss finds out, they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You know that you've had some jobs where you weren't doing what you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, for sure.
Tell us the story.
I used to work in cosmetics. And so I was in all kind of department stores all the time. And man, there would be dead days where there was just like nobody in the store, nothing going on. And so I'm in the mall. I'm just going to go shopping.
I remember when you worked at the mall, I came up there for a meeting or something, and all of the girls that you worked with had all taken a piece of Scotch tape and put it on their upper lip and drawn on mustaches, and they were all walking around the mall. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I believe you.
I was like, remember, y'all are working real hard today.
Yes. There's just, that life was either totally busy, chaotic, or standing around doing nothing thinking, what am I doing with my life?
I remember when I first got my official office, pastor job, I went in and I sat in my office and I closed the door and I sat down in there and I was like, what am I supposed to do now?
Right.
And then I started watching YouTube videos. I think for me that a long time ago, I decided that in leadership, I didn't want to take myself too seriously.
Right.
Here at the Tug of More, it's just a conversation between a couple friends where we're talking about this idea that we know that there's something great for us, that we can accomplish something incredible, and that we're tugging into that new level.
Yeah. Something you and I have identified a lot is that a lot of other people around us who are leaders, they put on a very strong front that they have it all together, and that it's very serious what they do, and they will not waver from this very beautiful facade that they have put in front of them. The problem with that is it's not real, it's pretend. And so you and I are both like, why so serious? Don't take yourself so serious.
Why so serious?
Yeah, that's the creepiest.
What is that? This is Batman?
Yeah, that's a Joker.
But the other Batman, not this new.
Well, it's the Joker's line.
Weak Batman.
Oh yeah, you know, he's dark. It's dark. He's dark and weak.
All of the previous Batmans could beat the living junk out of this new emo Batman.
My daughter strongly disagrees because they all love this dude, whatever his name.
Yeah, because he was a vampire.
He was somebody.
They like the vampire boy.
I'm like, no, hello. Anyway, Christian Bale was pretty great.
Christian Bale would dominate this new Batman in a Batman versus Batman battle.
Oh man. But yeah, why so serious? It's Joker says that, and then he puts a smiley face on their face. Remember?
Okay, no.
But you don't remember?
We're way off topic now.
The whole point is that we are we don't have to take ourselves so seriously. That we are human people doing our best, and if we're stepping into more, we know that there's going to be times we don't know what we're doing. There's going to be times that we're gonna screw up, and if we are so serious all the time, then when we do, it's failure.
Yeah.
And when we don't take ourselves so serious, it's just a joke, and you just try again.
Yeah. I remember as a kid growing up, my mom and dad had this tiny little TV in our kitchen. It was like old school tube TV that was this big and that deep.
Oh, man.
18-inch television.
Right. The little guy.
And so every day, for breakfast or getting ready for school, my dad would have the news on. And so he's there watching some boring, I don't know.
Right.
I always remember this TV show called Crossfire. Or who's the guy with the suspenders who looks like he's 300 years old? Larry King. These guys, right, that are talking. And it was so boring.
Right.
And then I remember at night, my mom sometimes would have on the TV, and it would be Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
You know Conan with the red
crazy
floppy hair?
Yeah.
And the contrast between how they act on the news, so serious, in contrast to Conan O'Brien, who's doing skits and dancing around and putting on costumes and doing silly things. I remember as a kid being I would much rather be that guy than be so strict and serious and somber all the time. And so I just at an early age made a decision to let's just go for it.
Yeah, let's just have fun.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's not near as fun to have to be serious and stoic. And I mean, they're talking about hard things. And so it's already heavy and serious. Then to be laughing and fun. And so in life, you're going to face all kind of circumstances, but let's laugh about it.
We went to sushi after church this last Sunday.
Yes.
And so this week we had a great week, fun week.
Yeah.
Like God did cool things on a Sunday. Right. And
as he always does.
And while we were sitting in the sushi place, me and Rachel and you and Aaron are sitting there laughing and talking and eating sushi. Did you see the priest that was also at the sushi place?
No, of course I didn't.
There was a priest there, all black, with a little white collar.
By himself?
No, he was with another
congregant person.
Priest-looking dude. I don't know. They looked so bored.
They did?
Bored as a mug.
They didn't think we were pastors, probably.
Oh, heck no. They thought we were drunks.
Right.
And so they were so proper during their meal, and they got up and they left and just looked so serious. Yeah. And I'm like, they just got out of church.
Right.
I bet it was boring.
Yeah, we were.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they weren't priests. Maybe they're just in a Halloween costume. I don't know.
I'm not hating on the church. Just saying.
I'm not hating.
It might not be near as fun as the fun that we had.
It felt so serious.
Yeah.
That I'm like, you guys are eating sushi, man. Like
lighten up.
Yeah, like you got cream cheese and fried fish wrapped in rice, dipped in salt. Like
Come on.
This is incredible.
Yes.
And so yeah.
I remember at that lunch that we were talking about, we're planning for a trip that's coming up in the future, and we were talking about just some of the things we had to get and bring with us and do. And at one point, y'all said something, I don't even know what it was, and I was just like, that's a brilliant idea. But instead of saying, that's a brilliant idea, I said, oh yeah, we're doing that. And like multiple people turned around, and I should have been massively embarrassed. But instead we all just laughed because let's laugh at ourselves.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to be that loud, but it was funny.
I think to really be able to navigate the pressure of more.
Oh yeah.
Like to deal with the new levels, do new devils.
Right.
To deal with the new stresses that come from growth, you have to be able to not take yourself so seriously, or else it becomes exhausting.
Right.
I remember when we first started the church, I had previously been a youth pastor.
Yes.
Who was wild and crazy.
Yes.
And then came to start the church, and I made a full pendulum swing into suit jackets and ties.
Yeah, we've talked about it a bunch. So the first time I met you, I was like, who is this dude? He is so serious. His wife is fun and great and crazy and loud and exciting, and we laugh together. But this guy is so serious. I was kind of even afraid and intimidated to talk to you. But what I found out when we got you out of the church world, just came over, hung out, and we had dinner. This guy's actually a lot of fun.
Right.
But it was like, you'd swung this pendulum of trying really hard.
I was trying to fit the mold I thought I needed to be in, which was priestly.
Yes.
Which was serious and stoic and put together, and I've got all my ducks in life in a row, and I'm not going to ever let it be seen a mess.
But don't you think a lot of people do that in kind of all areas of life?
Oh yeah.
Like they feel like they have to be serious and they have to like have it all together, that they cannot at a certain point take themselves lightly anymore.
Yeah.
That it just becomes so heavy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just church context, but it's everywhere. I know lots of people that I'm like, lighten up, dude.
You got to try to always look good.
Yeah. Like, lighten up. We're just having fun.
Remember, so in our journey of becoming friends, there was one time I went over to y'all's house and you didn't have any of your makeup on.
Yes.
And you like ran through the house.
What's up?
And like would not make eye contact. But like over time, as we've developed friendships, you've stepped into new levels of confidence. And like,
well, there's just a comfortability of.
No, but I'm saying this Sunday you showed up, no makeup
to the whole room, right?
But I'm saying it's because you're not feeling like you have to put on this perfect all put together.
Yeah. No,
we're not perfect.
We're just people.
Yeah.
No, I think it's good.
We can't take ourselves too serious, and when you don't, it gives you room for margin. And
so much room. And
I laugh a lot more when I'm not serious than when I am real serious.
Yeah.
It's way funner.
Well, and taking yourself serious, I think, makes you then take everything serious.
Yeah.
If you're trying so hard to keep yourself a certain way, then you can't even see the fun that's around you. You can't even enjoy the people that are around you because you're just trying to keep it all looking just so together.
Yeah.
It's not very fun.
I just went to a video shoot for a bunch of local pastors that are doing like a conference. And so they said, bring a couple different outfit options. And so I get there and I've got a couple shirts, you know, in hand. And so when I get there, they've got a girl who like helps you put this one on. And I took this like bright orange jacket that I got and I wore for Easter. And so she's like, oh yes, this is great. And she says, everybody else just brought a blue jean jacket.
We talked about that the other day. Right.
And like, because there's this new, like, we're not priests and wear collars.
We're not wearing blazers or like suit jackets every day.
But we are in like denim jackets and like Chelsea boots or like brand new crisp Jordans. Like these are
the options that you have.
The new priest outfits.
Yes.
And so I know right now if you're watching, I'm just wearing a black button-up shirt because it's just a work day. And so but like, have fun. Right. Don't take yourself so serious.
Don't take it so serious. You know, I think about in the beginning what you just mentioned, like growing in the confidence of who I am in the job that I had, in the role that I had. If I stumbled in anything, I would be mortified. Mm-hmm. But nowadays, man, I'll be saying crazy crap all the time. And it's easy to just laugh and make it like, I'm just a person. Sometimes I'm going to say the wrong word. Sometimes I'm going to screw something up. It makes it so much more free. And then that makes everybody else around you free. And I think that tugging into more, when we can not take it so serious, we can actually get to more quicker because we're taking other people on the fun journey rather than on this boring, lame, now you're tugging them to come with you on the tug into more.
Yeah. Or
it's not very fun.
Or this journey of, battling for perfection is what you're saying. That we're not, you're not going to be perfect.
No, you said something this week in a message that was wonderful because you said we're intentional to not be like
a church of pretenders,
all pretend, like fake and plasticky, looking like we have it all together, but instead intentional to just be ourselves. And there's just so much like, it gives you margin, it gives you so much space and breathing room, and being willing to laugh at yourself. You know that old phrase, I want you to laugh with, I'm going to laugh with you, not at you, or what is, I don't even know it right. But I think that like sometimes I'm laughing at myself because I know they might be laughing at me too, but that's okay. If I'm not taking myself too seriously, then it's not a big deal.
And that happens somewhere along the way that we start taking ourselves real serious. My kids do not take themselves seriously.
No.
My daughter is 9.
Yes.
And she farts and laughs. She does.
Yeah, right.
But at some point, that's probably going to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope so, because I'm saying, like, as you're a little kid, Titus does the goofiest dances. Right. He'll run around the house naked and laugh. He has no shame, literally no shame.
Yeah.
But then somewhere along the way, we mature or we get tainted to...
Or someone makes fun of us and it hurts us, or like different things for different people, right?
And we start taking ourselves real serious. I remember in Bible college, there's a class called preaching. There's like preaching, but then there's preaching lab.
Right.
And so in the lab, you go up in front of your class of peers and you write, like a 10-minute sermon.
Right.
And I remember the first time going up there, and everybody has out I'm old, so everybody has a notebook and a pen.
Yeah.
And so you go up there and you're preaching. Nobody's looking really at you. They're just like taking notes. And I remember doing what you referenced, that I like stumbled, like stuttered over a word, and the whole room like went down and all started writing.
What are they writing? Don't ever make a fumble?
No. Yes. Yes, this is what they're writing.
This is also the problem with the modern Bible colleges. Let's just be clear.
And so then after my 10 minutes is done, I then stand up there and the whole room throws tomatoes at me, and they're like, at minute 4 and 30 seconds, you said the word this, and I think what you meant to say was this. And I just remember walking out like, wow, I suck really bad.
Right.
And it was such a serious environment that I'm like, if we could just...
Right.
We have to have a plan and a strategy, and we have to work hard, and we have to do a good job, and we can't be bums. But if we could also just lighten up a little bit, maybe we could I don't know, we'll probably call the podcast Why So Serious.
Right.
But just lighten up
a
little bit.
No, chill out. Because at the end of the day, what was the goal? Like, what's the end goal? And so is your end goal to create a place, an environment in your home, in your business, in your church, in your whatever organization you're leading, of like serious like robots? Or is your goal to actually create an environment that is fun and wonderful and enjoyable? And like, man, I've been in those jobs and those roles where it was so serious, and people don't stay. People don't stick because it's not fun, and nobody wants to be there, and everybody's just holding their breath until they can walk out the door and then actually be themselves.
So if somebody finds themselves being too serious, too rigid, what are some things that they can do to help rattle the mold?
Well, I think there's been times for us where we've been in like really serious situations, serious seasons, and we've had to go, let's shake it up. And we've had to like, hey, tonight, Aaron, Rach, the four of us, let's go to some random dinner restaurant that we've never been to and like go try an adventure. Let's go do something that's totally out of our normal environment and put ourselves in a place where we are uncomfortable, but go knowing we're just going to laugh and have fun.
Yeah.
I think you just have to intentionally decide, I'm going to take a breath, and we have to put yourself around people you can just be yourself with.
That's really good.
Put yourself in a place with people that you are willing to have no makeup on and laugh and burp and fart or whatever is the thing, and just be yourself and actually laugh. And when you start doing it, you get in the habit of doing it. Then you realize this is who I want to be all the time. And then we did one of those episodes, Who Gives a Crap? Stop giving a crap.
It's really good what you said. I want to be this guy all the time.
Yeah.
And now I feel so liberated that now I don't even want to go to places that I have to act like the other guy. I get invited to things regularly.
Yeah.
And I know if I go there, I have to act
a certain way
to kind of be like a part of the thing.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to go.
No, right. It's funny because not long ago, you and I went to a meeting together, and we were there together for a business reason. And so we were going to end up sitting together in the like seminar. But once we got there, we kind of went different directions, and we were talking to different people. And then we both walked like towards each other, and there was like this exchange that we had actually with no words, but it was very like, oh yeah, we're here at this place with this type of environment again. And it was like, we had to make this decision to like, let's just be ourselves even in this environment.
Yeah.
We have to just decide, because what can happen is we can easily start to slip back into, oh, I'm going to take myself serious.
Yeah.
And now I'm afraid to speak out or say any words or do anything here in this moment. I'm insecure and intimidated. But no, we were like, never mind, let's go be us. And we went and sat at the front and just were ourselves the rest of the time.
Yeah.
But you might find yourself in environments that are that way, and you might be in an environment that you don't know how you can change the whole environment. Maybe you don't lead the organization, but you are a part of something. Just for yourself, decide, I'm just gonna laugh and not take myself so serious.
So if you're doing something, if you feel like you're stuck in that serious season, you could shake it up, change it up, go to a different restaurant, take a break, or do something that you know is challenging.
Yeah.
So like this year for Easter, I did something that was challenging for me in the message, where I did a little acting.
Yes.
I don't think I'm an actor. I don't think it was even great, but it challenged me.
It was great.
And it made me feel different. This last Sunday in the message, I sat down a whole bunch.
Yeah.
I've never sat down and taught ever.
Yeah, right.
But I brought a chair out and like sat in this chair and taught because I wanted it to be more conversational.
Right.
And I do it because it's different. It's different. Like, it's different. Shake it up, not just get so rigid in what I'm doing. And so for you, maybe it's go buy a bright colored pair of shoes. I just bought a backpack. I need a new backpack. And do you know what I almost bought? The black one.
Yeah.
And then I almost bought the gray one.
Yeah.
But so instead, I bought the bright blue one.
Yeah, bright blue.
Why? Because it's going to help me stay lighter.
Yeah.
It's going to help me emotionally remember.
Right.
Don't take yourself so serious, man.
It doesn't matter, right?
Like, yeah, you're this and doing that and in charge of this thing, but I want a blue backpack. And so I'm going to carry on a bright blue backpack.
If this is who you want to be all the time, but then you find yourself slipping back into it, serious moments and seriousness and taking yourself too serious, ask yourself why. Like for you in the backpack thing, it's like, why not be? You've said it before, like your first email address was Dr. Neon. Yeah. So why not be Dr. Neon? Why do you got to be like stoic pastor guy? Who am I trying to impress? What am I so worried about? What am I concerned about? And then actually filter out those things, because when we have found ourselves being so serious, it's because there were voices or because there were people that we were so nervous of what they would say or do. And I'm like, wait a minute. It don't matter what they think. It doesn't matter. And I don't even want to hang out in that. And so I think that, I don't know, allows for it. Can you ever think of a time when you were young, something embarrassing happened, but you laughed at yourself, and then it made the whole situation way less embarrassing and, in fact, just more fun?
Yeah. I mean, I spend my whole life laughing at myself. I remember a bunch of people went over to a guy's house, like for a dinner, and he had a dirt bike.
Yes.
And I'd never ridden a dirt bike before, but I wanted to. I'd ridden a motorcycle. So I was like, I can ride this dirt bike. And so I get on it, and literally within 5 seconds, I've crashed, fallen off, ripped my pants, and like literally 5 seconds, crashed. And got going fast enough to break the motorcycle and
You broke the motorcycle.
I mean, kind of a little bit.
Oh, gosh.
And so I'm laying there so embarrassed. But I remember how funny that you're such an idiot that you just did this. And so I start laughing, and I get up, and everyone's like, and then once I started laughing, everybody started laughing.
Right.
And for me, it could have been like a traumatic, like, wow, I feel like a loser and I just need to leave now.
Yes.
But yeah, just laugh.
No,
laugh
right.
about it.
I think the laughing, it breaks the silence in the room. It breaks the tension in the room, and it can bring freedom to other people. And I think that's the piece that for us that we found is like, now that I'm comfortable with me and now that I can laugh at myself, I just want everyone else around me to be able to do the same thing, to breathe the same way.
My wife, Rachel, is the best at this.
Yeah.
I think we might have shared this story before, but a couple Mother's Days ago, Rachel was preaching.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big day, Mother's Day. And while Rachel's up there preaching, she has to pee.
Right.
Now, I don't know. I never had a baby, but apparently ladies, after you have a baby, your like pee situation becomes more difficult.
She was not going to be able to hold it.
She was not going to be able to hold it. She had to go. So mid-sermon, she like motions me to come up there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? So I go up there, and she's like, I have to pee. She runs off stage, pees on herself some.
A little bit.
Runs to the bathroom, pees, runs back in, and I'm up on stage awkwardly trying to like preach through point number 2.
Yeah.
And then she comes back on. But you know what she did? She just said what happened.
Right.
She got up and she was like, hey, I'm a mom.
Right.
I got a 1-year-old over there.
My bad.
Let's talk. Like,
yeah.
And like it didn't phase her.
No.
But if I peed my pants on the stage, I'm going to take a 7-week sabbatical. See y'all.
7 weeks. No, but now you wouldn't.
No, now I'm just saying.
No, so now, just a few weeks ago, my husband Aaron preached for the first time. Yeah. And so I'm helping him with his mic. Something happened with our pack and the batteries died. We had to change them. And I turned it on for him because I'm thinking, I'm just trying to be helpful. Well, apparently the online sound was not muted, even though the room sound was muted. So we didn't hear it in the room. But online, he goes to the bathroom right before he preaches, and you can hear it online. We're getting text messages of like, hey, I can hear Aaron in the bathroom. You hear the toilet flush, all the things. But
I wish he would have had to take a dump. If he would have had to take a dump, it would have been the greatest thing ever. It would have been better.
But what was hilarious is Aaron's natural, like, human self would have been mortified and like, I can't believe that happened. This is the worst. But because Rachel had already made it such a it's okay, let's laugh at ourselves thing, that when I think Rachel even found it and like sent it to us, the 4 of us, you were at your house, we were at our house, are dying laughing. And then he's like, screw it, I'm going to send it to everybody. Sends it on the staff thread, and we're all just laughing because who gives a crap?
Because it's funny.
It is hilarious.
Well, we don't have a culture of mockery.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
it's important.
so because we don't have a culture of mockery, we're all able to laugh at mistakes.
Together, right. and say, like, this is the most absurd thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
How funny that it did, but oh well. And it allows the freedom that, because for the four of us, we're higher level leaders than some of the other people on the team, that when they make any little screw up and any little mistake,
they're allowed
to. They're not mortified, and they're not going to hide it. They're just willing to be like, hey, I screwed up. Because we're just we're just people. We're just going to laugh at ourselves. And so I so appreciate that Rach has made it like it's okay that I almost peed my pants when I was on stage, because it has set the precedent of like this serious thing, and we take it very seriously.
Yeah.
We work very hard. We give a lot of time and energy to bringing the word of God to people. That's not the part I'm saying. That is important. But standing on a stage, I'm just a human person delivering this word.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm going to stumble. One time not long ago, I did a prop and I ripped the necklace off and it ripped my mic off. And I was so ticked in the moment and embarrassed.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, who cares? Because I'm a person.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Laugh at yourself.
Address it. Here's what happened. My bad.
Whoops, my bad. Grab a microphone. Keep going.
But for us to really step into more, we have to be able to get over ourselves a little bit and smile and laugh and know it's okay.
Because if you take yourself so serious, she never would have got back up and preached again.
No, something Rachel does every time we have a church event.
Yes.
Anytime we have an event where there's food, if there's any food that's left over, Rachel will go and pick up a tray and start throwing food at people.
This is true.
Now, not like sloppy food.
No, not like...
But cheese cubes.
Things, that won't leave a mark and won't...
Rolls, bread rolls, tortillas.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, how many times has Rachel walked through a lobby with a basket of rolls and just started pegging people?
Yeah. Why?
This is the pastor's wife.
Right.
Because Rachel understands that she also does it for me to help me not take myself too seriously.
Yeah.
Let's just breathe, man.
Let's just breathe. Let's just have fun. And it breeds a culture of fun and of, man, I believe stepping into more in a bigger and better way.
We need to do a whole episode on it. But the reason that we don't is because we just try to flex everywhere.
Yeah.
We're just flexing constantly.
Well, it's because we're trying to impress people that don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. If we can laugh with the people that do matter.
When I was in my 20s, anytime someone would touch my arm, I would flex my...
All y'all dudes do that all the time.
But I try not to now.
I'm not saying like, oh, you do that every time. But I mean, that's a dude thing.
I know it is.
Any dude have you ever grabbed... Because, I'm touch on the shoulder person. Every dude.
And
like,
so...
You weren't flexing before. You're flexing now.
And so, And so... That's a natural reaction.
Right.
Is that we want to flex.
Right.
We want to put forward our best, most masculine.
This is the best my arm can be. Then it's the same.
But then
this
act
is the
like,
best I can be. Right.
But act like we're not.
Right.
No, I just walk
is
around
just the
with
way my arms
ultra pump.
No, you don't.
And so this is what we try to do.
It's absurd.
Everywhere.
Right.
This is the reason that we all on our church website have our Easter Sunday backroom picture.
Oh, correct.
Like the
back of the room,
the back full room.
The fullest Sunday.
I tell our team,
send
somebody to the back of the room.
That's right.
Stand them
picture
on a chair,
and
show how many people are in here. And then all year, I'm like, use that photo.
Yeah, that's a photo. Don't be using the Sunday after Mother's Day photo. Be using
Sunday after Mother's Day. Right. Don't use that one. We're not even gonna do not even turn the camera around. Why? Because we take ourselves so serious.
Right.
We want to flex so hard.
Yes.
I was watching a pastor that I super respect, and I don't think this was him. I think this was somebody else on his team. But he was preaching a message I was watching, and they went to the zoom out shot in the room, which shows like how full the room is. But they have giant screens in this church. And so I'm watching it on YouTube, and they go to this back out shot and then back, and I was like, wait a minute. And so I went reverse 10 seconds. And in the regular sermon, he's wearing like a blue sweater while he's preaching. But then they go to this zoom out shot, and he's wearing like a gray suit. And I'm like, wait a minute.
That's Easter.
They cut the zoom out shot from a totally different Sunday.
Yeah, they did.
Just to flex.
Yeah.
It's a thing that it's a natural reaction.
Yeah.
Because we take ourselves so seriously.
No, yeah, it's really good. And I think that when we finally can wrap our heads around it and not try so hard, man, you said it already, but there's so much freedom that comes that then you just decide, I'm gonna just be.
I was at the gym the other day on the treadmill, and Rachel gets there. And Rachel, she's working out a different time than me. But we both get there, and we both are dressed like losers.
Yeah.
Our shoes look jank.
I don't mean like, but I mean like,
I'm wearing like big basketball shorts that I've had for 10 years. Rachel's wearing a t-shirt she cut the collar out of. And it's got like a stain on the side. And like we're standing there looking at each other, laughing at like how bad we look in public.
Yes.
But most of the ladies at the gym.
Oh, yeah.
They got their hair curled.
And their makeup on.
And eyelashes.
Oh, yeah.
And $150 spank pants. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
They're not called spank pants. They're called something different than that. But I'm so appreciative of that. Like,
I'm going to sweat. Why am I going to try to look good? It's just mess.
I now wear Crocs to the gas station.
Yes.
Like if I have to run, if I got a sick kid and it's 1 a.m.
Yeah, and that tie-dye shirt.
Oh yeah, the tie. Oh, well, one time I remember I had a sick kid and I walked into Walmart, and you know how they have the video camera and the TV monitor, and I was wearing camo shorts and a tie-dye shirt and bright green Crocs, and I walked in and looked at myself on the camera and thought, I'm a people of Walmart.
They're going to take my picture and post it.
And I was embarrassed about it, but now I'm like, whatever.
Yeah,
I'll preach. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should preach a Sunday in the worst outfit that I have.
No, not the worst, but in a funny, crazy
one. Just to be like,
who cares?
Whatever. No. Why do you think that most people, or a lot of people, take themselves so seriously?
I think that at least, I mean, I definitely know for women, but probably for all the people, that our insecurity keeps us stuck in being really serious. You and I just earlier today filmed a absurd replica of this of Tug of More. We're doing it replica for our next gen, our like kids and youth service, and so we were puppets. For this, I am shorter than you. My arm is shorter. I felt so awkward under the table. Under the table. We sat under the table.
Did you say? Yeah. So we have we have puppets that look like us.
And so we're sitting.
Here's a clip.
Yeah, play clipping.
Yeah! Woo! Man. Okay, so that's what we did.
And so I'm at first under the table like, I can't do this. I don't know what I'm saying. And you were kind in the way you were like, just keep going. Whitney's going to figure it out in a minute. But at first, my insecurity of like, I am too short and my puppet and I look stupid. And that it started to be like, not fun at all. And it's like, it's silly. They're puppets. Be silly. Be fun. And like, sometimes our insecurity makes us be so like, I will do this correct.
Yeah.
There is not a correct way to make a replica of Tug of More with puppets. There's not a correct way.
No, it's like 3 stages of insanity.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
But for me, my insecurity of wanting to do it correct, do it right, do it the best way, sometimes floods me in a way that makes me instead very serious. And it's like, no, just laugh. Just be yourself. Like, who you are is who you are.
No, it's really
And it's okay if you don't do it right, because nobody's doing it right. We're all just doing it the best we know how.
So sometimes we need somebody to help pull us out of our seriousness.
Yes. You didn't say to me, Whitney, stop, don't be insecure.
No, I just kept laughing.
You just kept going. And I was like, oh, I can get this.
But all the time, you'll to me on a Sunday, like in between services or something, if you can tell I'm kind of getting like, antsy. Oh, that wasn't great. Are more people, is so-and-so going to be here?
Right.
You'll rattle me a little bit and be like, hey, relax.
Yeah.
Come,
this is fun. Look at this. Oh, look at this cool thing.
No, I think that our insecurity is a gigantic piece of why we try to be so serious.
Yeah. We don't feel like we have it all together, so we try to look like we have it all together.
Yeah.
To mask the amount of insecurity that we actually feel.
One of my best friends in high school, his dad was retired military, and his dad was very stoic. Would not laugh, like very serious all the time. And we would always joke that him and his dad looked the same, like body shape and head shape and all the things. And now I haven't talked to the guy in years, but I saw him on Facebook. And now he's his dad.
Yeah.
Stoic, never smiling.
Right. Super serious.
No fun.
Yeah.
Like plaid shirt. Like, dude.
Not that plaid shirts are bad. If you like plaid shirts, wear a plaid shirt.
But I'm saying, don't cancel me. But I'm saying, like, you fell into this seriousness. You fell into this,
but
like,
probably because he was trying so hard.
Yeah.
To be who he thought he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
To step into who he was supposed to be rather than just who he was.
Well, that's a giant thing that you just said.
Well, yeah, but
we try to be who we're supposed to be instead of who we're made to be.
Right. Yeah.
Who I'm supposed if I try to be Robert Morris.
Right.
And I go and buy a blue shirt and a blue suit jacket and I say, open your Bible to these 2 verses.
Right.
That's not who I am.
And we've had those conversations before.
Yeah, there's some days that I'm like, I need to go buy some blue jackets.
Right. But it's you are your best self when you are you. Yeah. I am my best self when I am me. Not when we try to be these serious people that are not ourselves.
I don't know if this is true.
Okay.
But I heard that one time Michael Jackson, the king of pop, entered a Michael Jackson lookalike contest.
I've heard this too. I don't know.
And placed 3rd.
It's really funny.
I don't know why I'm saying that. But like, don't try to impersonate, like, just be you. And like, these other people had done so good
they had tried
at
so
looking
hard.
like Michael Jackson that they had accomplished it.
Yeah.
But they're not him.
Yeah, right. No,
and good. We try to look like, for pastors, we're like, oh, I'm going to look like Furtick.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to look like Craig Rochelle. Oh, I'm going to look like somebody else.
We do it as moms. We do the, like, I'm going to be the perfect mom. I'm going to be they call it the Stepford wives. You've heard that phrase before. It's like, you're trying to look like you have it all perfect and put together. But the truth is, being a mom is super hard. Yeah. Having kids is crazy. They're all just making a mess all the time. Like, just be yourself. And like, in all of our life, stop it.
I got a challenge for everybody on the Tug team.
Okay, let's do it.
Here's the challenge. Maybe we should start doing this more often.
What, the challenge?
Yeah, we should give a challenge at the end of episodes.
Yeah, I like when we do that.
Here's a challenge. This week, do something that makes you step outside of your comfortability box.
That makes you feel absolutely ridiculous and laugh about it.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah.
Do something. Wear a weird hat. Wear a shirt that has been in your closet but you haven't worn because you're not, maybe it's too loud.
Right.
Go order something that you don't know if you're going to like it and just taste it and see if it, I don't know what they all are.
No,
like, go to a movie and laugh out loud. Do something that challenges the norm and don't take yourself so serious.
Yeah.
Jump rope in your church lobby. I don't know what it is.
Great. You know, a few
like these are not good examples.
No, it's great. A few weeks ago, with our staff team, we played.
Yes. No, we had a field day.
Well, yeah, we had
with
a
our staff
field
team.
day. So
and we had an egg race and a water balloon toss, and we played kickball, and it was super fun because we all got outside of the norm.
And we all were terrible, and we all had, except Amanda and Marisa, because they are highly competitive in all the things that they do. But we're all terrible at, like, nobody's good at an egg, putting a spoon in your mouth and run around with an egg. But we laughed so much. We had so much fun of just the absurdity of, like, it was not at all perfect and good. It was the best. It was so fun. And so, like, just try something new.
And it starts with the leader.
Well, 100%.
If you're the leader, it starts with you not taking yourself too serious. Because if you take yourself too serious, everybody else thinks they have to live up to your potential.
Yeah.
Right now in the parking lot, I'm driving a Ford Ranger that's half beat to death that I bought at an auction. I shouldn't have bought it. I didn't go look at it before I bought it. It's ugly, but it gets 30 miles a gallon, and I've been driving that joker all month. Why? Because what do I need to flex everywhere for?
Right.
Ride your bike to work.
Right.
I don't know what you need. Don't shave. What if you real clean shaven guys, don't shave for 3 days.
Yeah.
And like, ladies, don't put on the eye makeup once. Just challenge yourself this week.
Don't take yourself so serious and be willing to have fun. And then I think in that, grab some other people in your life who are tugging into more and be on the journey with you.
It's really good.
Decide like, hey, we're going to do this together.
Yeah.
So that it is more fun. Yeah. Laughing at yourself by yourself is not as fun as laughing at yourself with some other people.
Then you're the Riddler. So accept the challenge and tell us what you did. If you did something weird, if you have had the same goatee for 28 years, shave it off. Do something weird.
Yeah.
Shake it up. Don't take yourself so serious.
That's good.
And you'll start to step into more.
That's right.
See y'all.